Okay, welcome back. Today, we are going to head back through Magmore, get some new areas, get some new enemies, get some new power-ups, and we're going to head back into the Chozo ruins, and we're going to do a whole bunch of stuff in there. Get some cool things, see some cool baddies. This is probably my least favorite tunnel in the game, just because of these. Even later when you get the ice beam, it's kind of a hassle to freeze one each time. So this is going to be a big room, a bunch of air pirates in it. Take them out. This room is very fun once you get the plasma beam, because you can just snipe a couple of them on the way in. Okay. So. Down below there's some Triclops. This is... Machine is functional but not receiving power. Energized power conduits, we'll do that in a moment. First thing though, we're going to head up through this door just to show y'all what's through here. This leads to a tunnel that I cannot get through because I need power bomb. There's an ice beam door at the other end anyway. This will lead us to the Phazon Mines. That's one of the exits we will get, and that's actually where we're going to get the power bomb, so we can't go through that door for a long time. So, one conduit. Two. Three. Activates the machine. Lets us go in there. And I probably should have taken out those Triclops first because this is timed. Not that one. This one. Scan. There's the timer starting. Last one. And here is an energy tank. That shuts the timer off. Music comes back. That puts us up to 7 energy tanks. So now we're going to head on this way. Here's a new enemy. This is a puddle spore. It's an odd name. Giant mollusk. Invulnerable to weapons. Basically he will pop like that and shoot little spores at you. I can't do anything normally. When he opens up you shoot him, he flips over, makes a platform. Pretty easy. I'm very low on missiles, so I need to fix that. Okay, this room, geothermal core. This is a very big room. You can see there's an ice beam door up near the top. There's actually more to this room than you see. This is where I will be getting the plasma beam later in the game. I need the grappling hook before I can do that. Magmore. I don't have to fight him because... Bye. I backed away so he despawned and his death animation was a little late, but I was supposed to crush him in the head. So, now this connects us back to that elevator we were in a couple episodes ago. As you can see, if I turn the thermal visor on, it's really hot in this entire place. So, I could drop these and just make a path across, but it's easier just to hop on all of them. Go into these. So we'll take this guy out. Alright, so this puts us back in this room. Now we can get across. Back here. This is Talent Overworld. We don't want to go back there yet. I'll hop across. Now this room, the turrets are gone. And instead, we have some air pilots. Okay. Could pop back over to Vendrana and grab a couple of power-ups there now that I've got the spider ball. I'm not going to do that. I'll get those later. We'll be back. Heading all the way back to the beginning. This room also has pirates now. And there is actually a power-up hidden over this way that I need the X-ray visor to get, because there's some invisible platforms. As you see, I'm shooting one right now. We can actually kind of get it now. If I'm good. Let's find out. There we go. It's over here. So there's the power-up. There's the next platform. Ah, I missed it. Oh, right off the edge. we'll get it. There we go. So yeah, if you know where it is, you don't need the X-ray visor. Through here, now I can just jump right across. Remember I told you a while ago that there's a power-up in here. Or rather, there is an artifact. Another thing you're supposed to have the X-ray visor for. So yeah, that's the 8th. Went 1, 2, 8. Missiles in these guys. Alright, so now that we're back here, we can do a bunch of stuff. Let's head in here. Let's try and break these before the bugs come out. There we go. Open these up. Scan that symbol. Two, 3, and 4. That opens up this. Should be, yes. These are ions? Oculus, okay. I get those two enemies confused. So these guys are completely invincible. The only way you can hurt them is by destroying a platform that they're moving around. Oddly enough. As you see, they hurt you. They're just obstacles, really. Well, not that platform, but there's... You'll see in a little bit, there's some we can actually destroy. Head up here. This is going to put us back in the sun chamber. Oh! But we have some new friends. As you saw, that was a ghost. And you can hear them hissing about. We're about to meet probably the creepiest enemies in the entire game. Probably some of my least favorite to fight. I told you all we'd meet these back in the ruins. Head back in here. If you want to know what happened to the Chozo on this planet, this is them. This is a Chozo ghost. Invulnerable to natural energies. What that means is they are immune to the wave beam, the ice beam, and the plasma beam. They can only be hurt by the power beam. They phase in and out of space and time, so you can track them once you get X-ray, otherwise they jump in and out of your targeting. These are the spirits, the energy forms of the Chozo that were corrupted by Phazon. This is all that's left of them on this planet. And they are usually at Chozo religious sites. So, they shoot energy at us, they phase out like that, Easiest way to kill them is with one super missile and one fully charged shot. But right now it's hard to keep track of. There you go. So you see they jump all over the place, they shoot you, they have a big, oh, and they screw up your visor. Let's see if I can show you their big charge attack. Well, that one's down, so I'll have to rely on this one. They have a different attack than that. Let's see if we can get, there we go. So it's basically his charge shot. We're taking off. As you can see, the biggest annoyance with these guys is 1, the music, and 2, just keeping track of them. So that's them, and this is another artifact. And that clears those vines. We have 4 now. So we're gonna head back this way. Back in the Great Tree. Now, we can get into this room now that we have the various suit, but we still need the grapple beam to get through here to do anything, so we're not going to do that yet. If we go this way, this continues the story. We'll get that in a minute. We're actually going to head back this way and head into here. Is there anything else I can get through here? I don't think so. As you can see, the water in this place is all purified now. Doesn't change the enemies at all. Okay, so we can do something in here. As you can see, since it's purified, I can stand in here, get launched up, well, get hit by a plasmite. Ride this. Grab a missile. We're going to need all of these missiles in just a little bit. You want to have a lot for what I'm about to do. Especially in hard mode. In hard mode, the power-up I'm about to get, you pretty much have to wait till later. This power-up up there. Can't get yet. Let's take this guy out. So I can get this now. Power up in there. I don't think... Let's try from up here. come from over here. It looks like I can get that. I'm not sure if I can or not. Grab that. Probably can't get that. We'll get it later. Up through here. Right now this room is okay, but later there are Chozo ghosts in this room. So we're gonna knock it out now, so I don't have to deal with them. There's 2 paths on the sides here. One of them leads to a missile. The other one, well, leads up here. Through this door. Okay. This is the Tower of Light. Now if we look down here, there is a door up through here that I can't reach because I can't jump high enough because I don't have the gravity suit. That is a Chozo artifact. We'll get that later. But if we go up, there's something cool up top. Now, as you can see, there's ions moving around. These bits on the walls have stress fractures on them. If I shoot them with 3 missiles, they pop. Now, in hard mode, all of your weapons deal half damage. That takes 6 missiles, or 1 super missile, which takes 5, so it's actually better to just shoot the 1. Which is why it takes so many missiles to get through this room. Because you have to do this for another 3 times. 2. So that lowers the room a little bit. You can see there's a power up there. Creates cracks in the next level. Up here, also summons these guys. This is a new type of puffer. Plated. Basically, you have to kill them with missiles instead of a regular shot. So now, once I destroy these, and you have to be careful because if you hit the Oculus, it will not do anything. As you can see, once I destroy that part, it does destroy the Oculus. And oddly enough, these bits on the walls reflect my beams. So, okay. Goes down. Do it one more time. Okay, now we can get up top. This is the Wave Buster. Cut the audio there. A little glitch. So there's 2 types of missile charge combos in this game. There's the single fire, like the super missile, where you charge it and just tap the button. It shoots one powerful missile. That's the type we'll get for the ice beam as well. For the plasma beam and the wave beam, you get a little bit different. It's a sustained burst. If I hold it, it shoots a beam of energy that uses missiles continuously, as you see. That will hold on enemies and deal continuous damage over time. There's a couple of enemies that that's useful for, but I pretty much won't be using that one. Or the plasma beam one, which is the flamethrower. The single shot missile combos of the power and ice are considerably more useful. These just, there aren't enough reasons to use them, there aren't enough enemies that need you to use them, and they drain your missiles way too quickly for them to be useful. But it's cool that they're in the game, and they count towards our total. So now we're going to head back, do a little cut, see you guys in a minute. Now back in this room I can show off the thermal visor. You can see all of the enemies, especially the shriek bats, light up, and I can actually target them now. Which is useful. We're going to head back through here. Back into this room, and down below the water here is, you can't really see it, but then in that depression in the back of the room, there is another Chozo artifact. So we'll be back to that later once we get the gravity suit. We head back into this room. Now we can go up top here. So first, let's take out this little guy. Get this power up. Done with this room now. Oh, never mind, it's not a artifact, it's just a missile. But yeah, you can see it up there. Get that later. So like I said before, now that I've got the double jump, I can hop right here. Quick way up. But we want to go these first. We'll go up here. Another missile. As you can see, there is a lot of missile power-ups in this game. Now we're heading forward. Show y'all what it looks like if I go through here. Nothing special. And I feel like if these plates stayed off every time, it'd be worth it going through there, but they don't. I don't think... Yeah, that was where I got the bomb, so yeah. We're heading forward. So, back in here. We went through there last time. Now we're going to take this. Or we're going to fail to take it. Okay. Here we are on the outside of this room with lots of bugs. Before, where we were in that small little room with the energy tank, was inside this unit we're seeing here. So as you can see, there's some spider bolt tracks in the room. There's a new type of parasite. Plated parasite. These are just tougher parasites. They can be killed by morph ball bomb. Down here, this is Bendesium floor. If I blow this up with a power bomb, as you see there's cracks in it, it reveals a half pipe, which lets me get up there, which leads just to a missile power up. Here's an ice beam door I can't get through. Here's a new Chozo lore. About to get a bunch of these. The cries of this dying land pulled us from our dreaming state, and now we Chozo walk as ghosts, while the great poison sinks into the trees and waters, devouring all life. Some creatures survive, but their forms grow as twisted and evil as the force that fell from the sky. The heart of the planet will succumb soon, and so will we, even in our ghostly states. Already many Chozo have faded and passed into the unknown. The great poison is unlike anything we have glimpsed in this or any dimension. It eats relentlessly, worming out life wherever it blooms and corrupting what it cannot kill. It will be our undoing. Our last hope lies in the cradle, the temple we hope might contain this abomination. It is almost complete, hovering over the impact site, the dark heart of the spreading evil. If we can finish before the last of our kind drifts into madness or death, there is a chance for this world. If we fail, we are doomed with it. So that was written while they were still building the cradle. While they were trapped here. Okay, so. And that was before they had all succumbed to the poison and become the crazy ghosts that we just saw before. This is going to put us in a cool room. It's the crossway. There are, let's see, there's a morph ball slot up there. There's a missile up top. There's that ice beam door. Basically, there's a room in the middle here between these two rooms. The ice beam corridors connect them. If we go up here, we get, well, first of all, pull that up. 3 new Chozo lores. So, let's get scanning. A second plague has come upon the land, dousing the last flickering hopes of our race. Drawn by the very force we Chozo hoped to contain, a host of marauding creatures descended from space and invaded our temple, the Cradle. That's the space pirates. They try in vain to destroy it, but its power remains beyond them for now. They possess some of the 12 artifacts we call the Cipher, yet do not comprehend their function. Ignorant creatures, they are blinded by delusions of harnessing the great poison for their own designs. They walk about as masters of the planet, assimilating the ruins of our sanctuary into their experiments. We can but watch and wait for our doom. So this is one of the more recent lores. The hatchling walks among us. Are these dreams, memories, foretellings? Time and reality swirl together like estuary waters, and we Chozo know not what to believe. She appears as ghost-like as the Chozo, but at times the mists clear. We see her wounded eyes and remember the child we found so long ago. What has she become, this newborn? Clad in Chozo armor, wielding weapons our hands once held, does she dream of the Chozo as we once were? Does she long for her parents lost to the same creatures that even now defile our sacred home? Does she still live? So they were seeing visions of Samus walking through. Samus's parents were killed by space pirates, and she was picked up by the Chozo after her parents were taken away. I believe they were actually killed by Ridley specifically. I'm not 100% on that. The prophecies tell of the coming of the worm. Born from parasites nurtured in a poisoned womb, the worm grows, devouring from within until the world begins to rot. The words of the seers have come to pass, for there, in the depths of the world, the ravenous worm looks and feeds. From the stars it came, blighting talon with its great poison. We can but watch as the worm grows, watch and wait. For the prophecies also speak of a great defender, the one who delivers the world from evil. The final days draw near. Is the newborn the defender of which the seers spoke? We shall do all we can to aid her, for she bears our legacy as she bears the ancient armor and weapons of our people. So when they say we shall do all we can to aid her, basically, they saw that we were coming, and to help us they scattered power-ups throughout the world. So all these missile power-ups we're finding, all these beam power-ups, all these suit power-ups, were all placed here by the Chozo in order to assist us in our travels throughout the planet. So if we do this is just a quick little missile power-up. Here. Opens up this, which does not stay open for long. No, not that. There it is. Another missile. We're going to move on. It says, only the holder of 12 shall face the worm. So you need all 12 artifacts to face the bad guy. This one. The great poison corrupts all, even the Chozo. These are just telling us what we already know. So this is a cool room. First of all, this, we're only going to see, I believe, one other of these in the entire game. There's only two, I think. This is a missile station. These will fully reload your missiles. We're going to wait and use that after we do some fights. Because I believe... Yes. So this is the Hall of the Elders. And we've got some Chozo ghosts. And as you see, when they first spawn there, they're a little invincible. My super missile hit him, did nothing, flew away, and came back. Just fortunate that it didn't hit the walls and blow up. So, doors have been unlocked. This is another Chozo statue. Chozo Elder. These statues served as watchful guardians of tombs and shrines. Outstretched hands are empty as if waiting for an offering. So this was the other statue I was mentioning. There is a lore back here. Lots of Chozo lore this episode. More and more our tormented minds turn to the newborn. As the world continues to shift into brutal, disconnected images, she remains inarguably real, a fearless figure delving deeper into this blighted world. unmindful of the terrors that await her. Was she this way before? When we Chozo found her, a fledgling orphaned on a savage planet, did a warrior's pulse already beat in her veins, filling her with righteous fury? Our hopes lie with her. We leave these messages for her, that she may find our artifacts and deliver the world from its evils. Race we may be, but our reach is still long indeed. We shall fight the invaders and the poison they would master until the end. So, in their dying hours, as they were all being slowly turned to the poison, as they were being corrupted by Phazon, as they were completing the temple, they had these visions of Samus showing up, and they said, okay, well, let's leave these messages, these Chozo lores, all over the planet for her to find, to give her understanding of what happened here, to give her hope, and leave these power-ups as well so that she can find them all, collect the artifacts, and defeat the worm. It was their last attempt, basically, at saving this world. The Elder's greatest power lies beyond the second lock, so if we look up here, there's 3 locks that are inactive. We can activate them in just a minute. All these are scans. This is the Hall of the Elders. Yeah, that's all that says. This is a rotating bridge, so if we jump up in the statue, actually first let's do this missile. Show y'all what this looks like. Replenish our missiles. Looks just like the map stations. So we're up to 115 on our missiles. So we're about halfway there. So now, we plop into its hands. Holds us. Shoots us forward. Latch onto this. This activates these. As you can see, they're colored. Purple, white, and red. Those are the 3 beams, the final beams. The wave beam, the ice beam, and the plasma beam. These on the walls. Radiation collector. They store solar energy. Largely decorative. So now, if we go up top here, so you can see there's a force field up here that we can't get through. Window secure. If you look at these, they each say, this one says erratic energy. This one says cold. That one says heat. So if we shoot this, it becomes a bomb slot. This rotates this centerpiece. New path. Jump back into the statue's hands. I missed. Shoots us up here. Get behind here. If we scan this, opens the window, lets us through later. So, gonna move on. Just up ahead is gonna be our ice beam. If we appear over here, drainage shutoff is holding, reflecting pool at 95%. We've got more of these guys. We actually want to leave these guys, at least the ones up top. So if we come down here, there's a cap down here. If we blow it up, it sucks all the water out, sucks the fishies in, and creates a half pipe. These guys will suck this up and take out the bottom ones. But we want to get up top. We need the ones up there to do that. Come on, bud. There we go. So, through this door. Ta-da! What am my favorite beams, besides the plasma beam. This is the ice beam. So you can see the gun goes up, shoots pieces of ice. You charge it, the gun becomes covered in ice, and you shoot a big bolt. Now, oddly enough, if we look in this mode, you can see there's cold coming out of the front of the gun. You can see that by the darkness flowing out of it. So that's correct. When you fire these shots, they're cold, so that's correct. When you charge it, the chunk of ice that you create is hot. And then when you fire it, it's cold, so that's odd. I never understood that, and the ice that covers the gun is hot as well. So I think that's an oversight on their part. Anyway, move through here. Now if I wanted to, I could go back to that room of the elders, and I could activate that ice lock, and there is an artifact down below there, but I'm going to wait and do that later, and just get the plasma beam one as well, because that one has an energy tank. Can I see myself in this one? Yeah, see, I can't see myself in this one. So there are some you can't, well, I kind of can, but not really. So those are odd. So I'm going to save it here. Now that we have this, we can head back to Fendrana. We can head to my favorite place in the entire game, and we can grab our gravity suit. So we're going to do that next time. See y'all then.